Welcome to Hancock-Whitney Stadium in Mobile, home to the South Alabama Jaguars. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the South Alabama Jaguars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Jaguars will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Marshall's offense will be first on the attack. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Pressure coming. And they'll wrap him up.
What a great way to start this game, and one of the reasons this defense has been one of the most dominant units all season long, they can get pressure on the quarterback with guys like that. They've got better athletes than you've got up front, and you saw it early in this game today.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Looking down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Martin. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Thundering Herd needing less than a yard here on 3rd down. Surging forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking for a man. It's Ward. Pulls it in. It's Beck. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
With the catch, it's Martin. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all of the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Gets the back moving. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Marshall lines up just needing a few inches on third down. They'll try to sneak it.
Well, we've seen this a couple of times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center or to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him, and they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
Stop is made at the 22, a 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that first down marker. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. He slides that just inside the right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So South Alabama's offense has the ball for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops hoping for a chance today.
The Jaguars come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Bully ball on third and short. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much Struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Looking for a crease to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Jaguars will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Unloads quickly. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Caught over the middle. It's Martin. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Ward. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
It is such a luxury for a defensive coordinator when you know you can get after the quarterback. This is the best team in the nation right now in getting sacks, whether they rush 4, 5, or 6. Time and time again, when they get the opponent in a passing situation, they're able to get home and create negative plays.
keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Out of the gun, they give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. QB draw. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
And the Jaguars with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
The Jaguars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for once.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Just barely enough to tuck it into that right corner. And guys, that 3 ball has us all tied up here in the second.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Dropping back, it's Ward. Makes the grab down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Knowles. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
I'll tell you, you don't see fullbacks in college football too often anymore, but how about that guy on that play? Catching the ball for a first down. Nice.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Marshall will be forced to punt. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on defense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
The Jaguars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch him, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They want to throw it. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Jaguars have their offense in high gear. looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Jaguars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Jaguars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of and get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
He's open on the right. Turning it on. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. They'll immediately call timeout.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Dropping back, it's Ward. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be Kate from 21 yards out. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be Kate from 21 yards out. And it's no good. He missed it. here in the third quarter. It is still a tie ball game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Mobile, but let's just go with notable. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's head back inside Hancock-Whitney Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Sails one into the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Jaguars will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Offense makes its way back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
Yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air, it's Ward. Bringing the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Jaguars! The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. They're trailing by 10 to Florida. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab. It's back. He's brought down quick. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Ward. Fires to the big fella. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Motion from the back. Going right to work up top. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The Jaguars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And some room to work. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. The Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Jaguars will send out the punt unit. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Back to throw, it's Ward. Snagged in the middle, it's back. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. Marshall will be forced to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points, start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Got a man. It's Glenn. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. He'll breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Georgia is getting throttled right now inside Sanford Stadium, and frankly, it's been that way since the crowd started barking during the opening kick. They're trailing by 16 to Florida. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to pass, it's Ward. Fires to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Fires to the big fella. And the defense drags him down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Lofts one high and deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense.
On the double. Let's end this drive with 6-0.
Power football with the run. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Using his legs, it's Jackson. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. He's got it on the right. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Marshall quick to the line. Back to throw, it's Ward. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete along the sidelines. It's a catch inbounds, and it's a first down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Lost to throw again. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last one.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Hurd!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these.
He's going to throw deep right side. Makes a catch at the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Jaguars trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Alabama. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. But getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Georgia is just getting the backside of those silver britches kicked today. This is the kind of game diehards of other SEC programs have been waiting for. To Florida. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes...
We'll be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Looking to throw its Ward. Here's a heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Marshall quick to the line.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's back. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
To the air on 2nd down. He wants a big play here late. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they're just about, they come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, There were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.